Alright, it's your boy Lamar Space, and we're back with another episode of Space Station Conversations, and we're back with the 4-peat with my guy Bilal of the Plus One Company.
Back.
So, man, how you been? What you been up to, man? How's your weekend?
Oh, I forgot it was the weekend.
Word.
What I've been up to, just did a pod today. Shout out to Valley Voices. Shout out to Valley Voices, great pod. Now I'm here with the Space Network, man.
Media. Yeah, man. First of the month, June 1st. Yeah. Getting your media day run out there now.
Yeah, media day for sure.
Alright, so first question I want to ask, man. What happened with the locks?
Oh, shit.
What happened with the lock journey, man? Kind of hurt by it.
Yeah, you know, I call it like a midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying?
Midlife, man? You're not even 30
midlife crisis, bro. Like, yeah, I'm not 30, but you know, niggas live in dog years sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you on that.
It's like a little ahead of the game. So, yeah, I feel like I just needed to do something new. Like something just had to change. Like, so yeah, just cut them.
No, just cut them. All right, damn, man. But you think about regrowing them, or are you just
know, it's crazy
with the new look?
You know, as you can see, I'm growing it out a bit. I was going to reattach them. I think what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna go braids on them. You know?
Braids?
Because I used to have braids like growing up, like real ones. No, you know what I'm saying? I had like fly ass braids until like 9th grade. That's when I started growing my locks. So yeah, take it back to the braids on them.
Word. And you still got them too.
Yeah, I still got them. So it's, you know, I can make some shit. You know.
All right, bet. So we're gonna move on to recently. You just had a little while ago. You just had the Through the Fire fashion show.
Yeah.
Just recap that a little bit. Talk about how it came to be, how you set it up, people involved, all that.
Oh man. Through the Fire, me and my guy Firm. We just sitting around. We just sitting around like, yo, we gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta do something. So we just sat around. First, it was gonna be like a photo party, kind of come through. It was gonna be vibey. You know, the clothes are there. You could like style them how you want, take pics, da da da. But then it was just like a fashion show. It's just different though. It puts you at a different, you know, kind of level. Like, so we did that. We chose the bigger play. A lot of nights, you know, we was just planning it. There's a lot of people involved. Shout out to Cinco, opened up.
My guy Cinco Da Vinci.
Yeah. Then we had who in second? Chana, and then we had H. Simmons, Squiddies.
My guy AJ just did an interview with him.
Yeah, Squiddies, and then we had her Vibe. She did a performance right before my set, I believe. So there's a lot of people involved. All the models, like it was like it was a lot, bro. Inkwell, beautiful venue, like.
Right there on 11th and Hamilton. If you haven't
Inkwell.
been there, check them out.
Yeah, check out Inkwell for sure. Great people, great environment, great everything. Like, go to Inkwell for sure.
So, what was the inspiration behind the name Through the Fire and the theme of the whole show?
Through the Fire was just about like getting through a rough time. Like, you know, like through like creating that whole collection, I was going through a lot. Like, there's a lot going on. So that was the theme. So, well, that was the idea, and then the theme was like smoky, like fire. Like the spot is on fire. Like that's what we was going for with the red lights, the dim lights, you know, the smoke machine, all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you and Furman came up with the idea?
No, I did the idea for the clothes. I mean, we collabed on like set design and stuff like that, but like the whole collection and the idea was like me.
Okay. Word. And it was a real success. So, and was this your first time like setting up your own show?
Yeah, first time doing my own show. Like I've been at other shows, but first time that I've like did everything. Like picked the models, picked the venue, picked like everything. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So what was that feeling like? Just being able to bring all these different, we call them fashion houses and brands together just for that special occasion.
You said, what is it like?
Yeah, like what was the feeling? Like just how you feel post show?
Yeah, it felt great, bro. Like bringing so many people together and just bringing cause I'm not from Allentown, so being able to bring that many people together peacefully for like fashion or whatever, it was like fire. Like it just shows that like it's a lot of collabing that we could do, in the city.
That's one thing I be trying to stress to people, man. Like more we could bring people together and get shit done.
Yeah.
We could all benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and speaking of fire, just talking about it, I've been seeing a couple clips and reels of your content, man. What's with all this setting clothes on fire and shit? What's all that about?
Well, that was just for the last collection. This new one, there's no fire involved.
No fire involved?
Yeah, the fire, it just symbolized like the tough times. Like, what's a better way to show that you're going through something than like you're wearing something that's like burnt? It's kind of like, did this person really just catch on fire or something? Like, that something's going on there. So it was just for that last collection, man. It's no fire.
Fire.
Everybody's, the clothes are safe. This collection.
Okay, I respect it. It. So, speaking of content creation, a lot of people now, especially like rappers and things like that, they're getting into like the streaming thing, putting out clips. Do you see the fashion world getting into something like that, as far as like streaming and putting out videos showing the process of what's going on?
Well, I was thinking about live streaming the event.
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I think it would be smart, but it's just like, I haven't really thought about it that deeply. I just don't see how it would, fashion people could just go on the streams or whatever. That'd be fire.
Okay.
But like fashion streaming, I don't know how they're gonna play that yet.
Yeah.
But I was definitely thinking about live streaming the show. I'm gonna do a poll or something on Instagram. Should we live stream? For the people that can't go.
Yeah, because I know when I go, I'm gonna definitely be there recording and getting footage and stuff. I'm definitely be putting that out this time around. So there's definitely gonna be content of the show. So either way, people are going to be able to experience and immerse themselves when we able to put it out.
Yeah.
So you have a new fashion show coming up.
For sure.
I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. Is it pronounced Nude or?
So it is pronounced Nude.
Okay.
But it's also pronounced Newdè.
Newdè. Okay.
Yeah. So it's spelled Newde, and then
accented E at the end.
Accented E. Shout out to bro who gave me the idea. Yeah. So it's a double entendre actually, and it's like a story now. So after Through the Fire, like I said, your clothes is burnt, but let's say they got burnt all the way up. So now you're nude. It's also a new day after, it symbolizes a rebirth. You went through the fire, you made it out with no clothes, so it's a new day.
Okay, so that's the theme of the show. So if you can talk about it a little bit, who are is there like because how the Met Gala, they have a certain type of theme.
Mm-hmm.
The people involved, is it a certain look, or people are they going to be able to just display their pieces and things that they've made?
Well, the other designers have their free creativity to do whatever they want. But me personally, Nude or Newdè it's going to be like a very light. Because it's a rebirth. It's light. It's like sheer fabrics, stuff you could kind of see through a little bit. Lightweight. Just things that make you feel new. Like, clothes that you wear. Like, if you look at the flyer, like, the clothes would be kind of similar to that. Like, they're just garments, not really, like, just... I don't know. They'll see. They'll see.
Word. So that's another thing I want to talk about. The evolution of +1.
Yeah.
Back then, a couple years ago, you were like on the unisex side of fashion. Now you're really into like women's fashion. More, you get into like the courtier. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Of actually cutting and sewing pieces now. talk about just the growth of the brand and the things that you've been through throughout the years. Why now you're going this route? Because it seems like it's like your set might be all women.
It's not gonna be all women. Definitely
No,
gonna have more guys than last time. That's something I slacked on last collection. I didn't
Yeah.
have enough male pieces, so I'm definitely gonna have some more males this time. But as far as making women's clothes, like it's just more options. Like that's what it really comes down to. Like guys are pretty simple, you know, t-shirt, pants, hoodie, sweats. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's really not too much fun there. But with women, you could go crazy. Like you could do a lot. There's a lot of different type of looks and styles you could do. So yeah, that's why it's a lot of women's clothes coming out right now, but there will be more men's coming soon for sure.
And that's one thing I respect too, because there are black fashion designers that do women's wear and things like that.
Yeah.
But to see that you're doing it and stepping into that lane, that's something I definitely respect. And being now that you out here, like we just hoping that the name keeps going. Plus one brand.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going, keep growing.
So this show is the Newdè show.
Mm-hmm.
Is July 13th.
Yes, sir.
Make sure everybody pull up to that.
Be there, be square.
Where do you see yourself taking the brand? Are you going to stick with fashion? Because even as well as back then, you were kind of like branching into different things. Like you had the Perfect Vision book. What happened with that?
So nothing really happened, but kind of on purpose, you know. So I have the book, it's done, it's for sale, but I don't really promote it much just because it's a tough sell. You know, a lot of people don't like to hear new things. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just sitting and planning on ways to kind of connect so it can connect with people on a different level. Because it's tough to really just say, hey, look at this book. It might give you a new perspective on something, especially like when it's me. You know, like people that know me know I'm not like the perfect guy, but the book came from a different place. Like I swear, it's like I feel like I didn't even write it. So I say that to say, Plus One, the clothing company, is like I don't want to call it this, but I'm gonna just say it this for now. It's like a networking tool.
Okay.
Like I use that to like, it opens a lot of doors, and then you can like, you know, start talking about other stuff like your book, like whatever else you got going on, photography, art, you know. So I like clothes though. I love clothes, but like I was telling you earlier, I'm more of an artist than a fashion designer.
Yeah, you
So-
said that. Like, you're not even into fashion. Because I wanted to
Yeah,
ask you
like-
what you thought about the Met Gala and Black
Yeah.
Dandyism. But you say
Like,
you didn't
I
even
don't
look
even
at
know
it.
what that is, bro. I have no idea what Black Dandyism is. Like,
It's more like the zoot suit era. People,
Yeah.
back then, black people trying to have a more sophisticated look.
yeah, and I that's fly to me. Like, I just don't know about it. Like, I just don't. I should probably know about it. It might give me more inspiration. I just like I look at stuff. Like, I don't know where to. You know, I think that's where I got the inspiration for the new collection. I think I might have been either going to sleep super late or waking up super early, but I was watching the sunrise,
Okay.
and it was like, you know, new day. It was new day, new. It's a lot.
You just brainstorming shit.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I respect it. So, to backtrack a little bit, you said you kind of regret dropping the book at first. Why is that?
Well, I regret the way I was selling it. You know, I regret the way I marketed it because it seemed anti-religion when it really wasn't. It was more of like, if anything, I was saying things or showing things that would make you want to get deeper into your religion. Because what I was doing was more questioning religion. But it's like, if you question it, you're anti, you know? Like, if you ask a question, then it's like, whoa, like,
People fear what they don't understand.
Exactly, and they don't want to go and look, because then if you go and look and you see something's not what you think it is, like, oh wait,
Turn your whole world
yeah,
upside down.
it turns your whole everything, and a lot of people don't want to do that. So I was just kind of making people do that, trying to sell the book, and it turned more people off.
So you don't see yourself continuing down that lane. What is the as far as just networking, bringing people together? Is there anything else you want to do with the brand?
So I do have this idea that I'm gonna kind of leak here.
Okay, Space Network exclusive.
Yeah, this is a leak. This it's another event series I kind of want to bring to this area. I probably should. I don't know if I should say it, because like, what if somebody beat me to it? Then we're gonna know.
Say what you can. Say what you can.
But then we're gonna know if they know, because nobody's doing this, and if we see people start doing this, we know where they got it from.
Yeah,
But
okay, I respect.
long story short, I want to bring people together to solve their issues. Meaning, like, I want to bring a bunch of creatives in the room and be like, yo, what are you having problems with? And another creative be like, okay, I can help you with that. Now I'm having problems with this, who can help me with that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just on purpose though. Like, we all come together on purpose to get better. You know, if that makes sense.
One thing I think people got to get past their ego as well to be able to come together and do these things.
Yeah, it'd be like, yo, I don't know how to make a t-shirt. If I'm there and be like, yo, this is how you make a t-shirt. Problem solved. Like, it's like done. It's easy. You just come here, we're gonna all meet here, and we're gonna just learn from each other. Like,
What do you love about the process of just designing pieces and clothes and things?
Just the when I make a piece or I'm thinking about what to drop, I'm putting it on somebody else. So like, I'm like, if I walk past somebody and they was wearing this, what would make me stop and like look, or what would make me like look twice, you know, or like something like that. Like, through the fire, something that make you look twice.
Right.
Like, you're gonna look, you walk past me, like, wait, is that burnt? Like, how was he wearing this burnt? But yeah, that's what I love about it. Just being able to step outside of my body and just visualize pieces on other people is like fly to me.
Okay. One thing I see that you implement as far as your marketing and stuff, you use AI, and them shits come out pretty fire, like the Do the Fire and the Newdè flyer. So
both AI.
So speak
news.
a little bit about like just your thoughts on AI and the best ways to utilize it, because you know it's a little controversial thing right now.
I would definitely say for marketing, like, easiest way, because like easiest and cheapest. Like, there's so many like free trials, and like there's so many like
Apps and resources.
yeah, it's just so much to like not use it. Like, to not use it when you know, especially other people are using it, which just is like counterproductive.
Counterintuitive.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like, so I like AI. I just use a lot of tools. What is it? Text to, so I guess it's free game. This is kind of my flow. I do text to image and then image to video.
Okay.
So I have AI create the image I want, and then I animate that image. So now you got two pieces of content.
All right.
You know?
Yeah, I might have to start implementing it, because you know I don't really hate AI. I just think when it's used to like steal people's work, or like people recreating like art that they put there, only you could do through the human experience.
Yeah.
I feel like in certain aspects AI could take away from that if used in the wrong way. But I guess there is some uses to it.
Yeah, you get. I mean, how could you not use it though? It's just like you get. Well, we're already using it, period. But it's like using it to create is the question. Like, am I going to create with AI?
You don't think you don't see it as a shortcut?
Yeah, it's a shortcut. That's the point. That's the point. It's saving you time and energy and space in your brain. At the same time, though, you can't depend on AI.
Okay.
You know, that's the thing. You can't be AI dependent. Like, if I wasn't able to get the look I wanted with the AI, I would have probably still been able to cook up a nice flyer for whatever, you know, whatever event or whatever I'm using the AI for.
Word. So I think if you could use it in a way where you also can incorporate just the human mind, because it's undeniable.
Yeah.
You could come up with something pretty fire. So
But you still have to be smart to use AI, like, well. Like, you can't just type anything in there and it just give you some fly shit. Like, you kind of still gotta learn it, learn how to use it, and then, like, that's how people become good at it.
I respect it. I think since the last time we recorded, you've become a father since then.
I think so, yeah. I think that was actually not too long before.
Not too long before? Yeah, he
like,
might have been just born or real young.
No, I think it was, yeah, I don't know. Well, but yeah.
Yeah. And it was actually the 6-year anniversary of our first interview dropping.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man, I have to put that in the description for y'all. Run that up still.
6 years ago.
You see the evolution of +1.
Yeah.
So just talk about a little bit about fatherhood. Does it inspire your work at all? And just, you know, the experience of it.
Yeah. Fatherhood is amazing, man. To be able to, like, cause you probably got nieces, nephews, whatever, like cousins, like children are everywhere. But to, like, physically raise a child, like, it puts you in a different bag. Like, it just puts you like to be in dad mode. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I don't know, but it inspires my work because, like, children and animal are, like, to me, the closest thing to God. They're so pure. Like, there's no brainwashing. There's no, like, whatever. So to see that, it makes you want to be like that. And then, you try to create from that childlike, free, I'm not thinking about whatever. That is the inspiration. Like, so for sure.
Okay, I respect that. Anything you want to leave the people with? Any new updates? Anything that you can reveal for the upcoming show?
Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal that we're doing cash prizes. Like, so we're gonna do like a runway walk. We're gonna pull people from the crowd, and whoever has the best walk, let them walk the runway, and they'll get some cash. I think it's like we might be doing a raffle too. Some other games and stuff you can win. We're gonna have the disposable cameras. That's gonna be so much fun. I want to see all the pictures y'all shoot.
And that's the VIP pass.
Yeah, that's the VIP. You get the VIP, you get a tote bag, the camera. It's a bunch of other stuff in there too. So get your tickets, link in bio, link somewhere. Yeah, so it's gonna be great, bro. I'm excited. I know you're excited. Everybody's excited. That's why I know it's gonna be great, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Cause the Through the Fire show, just to see everybody showing you love and just to see how happy you were with the turnout and everything, man. It was definitely inspiring to see that you want to keep it going. That's what we got. Man. That's what we like to see, man. That's what we got to keep doing out here. Just keep working, keep pushing. I know I got to lock in, and just you know what I mean.
I'm here, bro. Whatever.
Next time we're gonna have part 5. You know what I mean, this is the 4P. So.
Yeah, 4P. We 4 in a row, baby.
4 in a row. So July 13th, the Newdè Nude show. Make sure y'all check it out. Look at all the footage and recap from the Through the Fire show.
Yeah.
Check out our older interviews. So there's definitely some gems in there. My man's a very knowledgeable guy. He drops all the gems. He's not afraid to give free game to the people. Yeah. That's what it is, man. +1 brand. Space Network Media. And we out of here, man. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah.